right, welcome back everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue here in Tampa, Florida. Thanks for hanging in there for that little experiment I just did. So guess what? I still can't zoom in for you guys because if I touch my screen, I can't see anything I'm looking at through the camera. So sorry about that, but what I'm gonna do is we're gonna try to see all the rest of our bobcats because I started this yesterday, got rained out. So we're just gonna wander around and try to see the ones we didn't already see this week, because I know we already saw Lovey and Max and Marianne and Mrs. Claus, but we haven't seen a bear. And well, let's see, we'll walk around the other side because Running Bear is super passed out. There's everybody admiring Mr. Tut. He's totally asleep over here. Oh no, he's not, his eyes are open. You looked really passed out from the other side. Hi, Running Bear. Hi, handsome man. Our sweet old Running Bear, he's in his early 20s, which is like being over 100 if you were a person. Now I do have another question that was a big issue yesterday is, are you guys seeing a donate button? Because my screen looks exactly like it did yesterday, but when I closed down the live, there had been no donate button. Hi, Bear Bear. Good morning, Sleepy Bear. Are you giving me a couple roughs from over there? You sure are. So somebody let me know if you do see a donate button, and let me know if anybody donates so we can actually see if it's working. Because I did make the threat yesterday to Deb. I was like, I'm ready to quit Facebook and only be on Instagram. Okay, so there is one there, great. Now I just gotta figure out why I can't zoom or touch my screen. I wonder if it has something to do with my screen protector or something. I don't know. Okay, great. So you guys do see one. Fantastic, because that broke my heart. If you guys didn't see my live yesterday afternoon, we had quite an eventful afternoon in our rehab program. And yes, and those funds are crucial for those cats, considering they're all either sick or injured and requiring a lot of medical care, which is even more expensive than just a regular old bobcat that comes in for rehab. And I couldn't get a single donation, so I was like really upset about it last night. But you guys came through because we got Deb some information and some photos, and there was a nice fundraiser started after that. But anywho, thank you guys for answering my questions. I'll try to answer some of your questions. Right now I'm seeing your comments, which is great. Bears! So some people can't see it, okay. He's debating whether me sitting here talking is annoying enough to get up and walk away or not. Oh, well, thank you, Brittany. I appreciate that. Testing out our button and giving a nice donation for the cats. I really appreciate that. So I will recap yesterday. I don't have any new updates as of this morning. But basically yesterday afternoon was a whirlwind in rehab. So Victor, Jamie, Dr. Justin, Afton, and Aaron and I went out and flushed Pia and Venkman from their large section where they always hide really well, and pushed them down into their smaller sections. We netted them and covered them with a blanket, and then Dr. Justin was able to check and verify the sex of each one. They'd never been sedated, and it was just an assumption from the rescue that actually got Pia and Venkman originally. They are the two older, thank you Annette for the donation, they are the two older rehab bobcats right now that came in with mange. And So they're doing great, but we're realizing that they're getting older. They are the two that the FWC are considering collaring for research for the first time ever. Here's a Miss Purrfection. You guys remember me telling you that we raised her enclosure because she was getting flooded out? Hi, pretty lady. Do you like your new enclosure? So there's about 6 to 8 inches of new earth. God bless the interns and volunteers for this. So there's a ton of sand on the bottom for drainage, and then a big layer of new soil on top with grass seed. So she got all of these areas completely raised. So we will be fundraising for that. That was a very expensive, time-consuming project. I think somebody has a plan for that, but it looks great. I know she's not a bobcat, but I figured you guys would want to see her and an update on her enclosure. So anyway, we netted Pia and Bankman. Hi, sweet lady. Oh, a nice grumble. And discovered that they are actually both female, so there's no need for us to separate them, which is great. And we won't have to worry about babies, which is great, because the FWC requires the cats to be slightly bigger than what they are, so we're trying to fill them out a little bit. They were pretty skinny when they came in, so we're waiting to get them to a certain weight. So that's the update for Pia and Bankman. I haven't heard of any change to the names. Maybe Pia and Vank Woman? I don't know. So that's that. Darn it, I missed Ariel again. And I can't even zoom in. I wonder if I can see her from the other side. Let's try it. So this long rope you see here, poor Afton and Aaron, they're really striking out when it comes to catching cats. Ariel's due for vaccines, and they've been trying for months to catch Ariel instead of going in and netting her. So she's actually way up there on her platform. I'm not going to be able to... There's a tail though, an Ariel tail, full of personality. Look at that tail go. And then, let's see, let's move on to the next story. So yesterday morning, it was Karma's rehab day, kitten Karma. And she sent a picture and noted to Jamie early in the morning that Kahira was hiding in her den, and even when she would like poke at the den or shake the den, she would just stay in there and she was squinting her eye. And sure enough, we went in to catch her, and it was pretty bad. And it continued to swell. By the time Dr. Justin got here, it looked even worse than it did when we caught her. She is back in her kitten room, back on that camera, and yesterday they started quite a few medications to see. At this point, visually, we couldn't tell whether it was a bite or a sting or a scratch or an allergic reaction. We did, for the first time, start them on live whole prey. So our rehab cats get live rats to learn how to hunt, and that started on Monday. So come Wednesday, Kahira had a rough looking eye. So we are keeping a very close eye on it. We're supposed to see this morning if it looks any worse or better. And at that point, we will know whether we need to sedate and do a more thorough exam. So we'll keep you guys in the loop for that. But for the time being, she's back inside. Hi, pretty. Oh, there she went. That was a good jump. That was a very good jump. That was Kewlona. Had to get to her safe space. There's a human in the area. Sorry, again, I can't zoom. Wonder if she'll let me walk around that side and not get too mad. So that's our update on Kahira. The rest of the details are pending at this point. Hi, pretty. I've been missing you. I've been missing you. I haven't been doing operant with Kewlona and Dryden, and it breaks my heart. It's because we assigned them to other people. So it has been considered if Birdie might have been playing too rough, or her first rat might have fought back. Also, this year has been the year of mosquitoes and wasps. So we're a little worried that it could have been something like that. So we're just keeping a close eye on it. Probably have more information by this afternoon when Jamie gets in. It's her rehab day, so I'm sure it'll be eventful. Let's see, Nakoa, which is the baby boy that came in with the really deep wound and the 2 broken toes that is on cage rest. He's doing really well as far as healing. He's not being so restful most of the time. But we keep having people tell us that he's breathing heavy and he's laying in his litter box and he's not being real active. We listened to him yesterday. He does sound a little grumbly, but we can't tell if that's just a very dramatic bobcat growl or if there's something more. So we might start preventative medication, but again, keeping our close eye on that as well. He's eating, he is playing, he's doing really well on all of that. Let's see, so that's Kewlona. Let's go see Dryden. Trying to get all the rest of the bobcats in that we haven't seen this week while talking about all the rehab bobcats. Okay, so Pia, Vankman, Kahira, Nakoa, and we haven't officially named. I think I know what we might be naming the new baby, but Jamie hasn't said it officially. We were discussing it in our rehab group last night. There's a Dryden. Hi, buddy. So a baby girl bobcat was found when people were using like an earth mover or an excavator. I hate saying that word. It's not easy for me. And they looked around, they didn't see siblings or a mom. I don't know if it was a construction site or new build, or I don't know the exact details on that. We think she's about 2.5 weeks old. She weighed just over a pound and like 1.5 ounces. She actually looks pretty good weight-wise for her age. We're just concerned about her eyes and vision and her mobility, but she's also, again, she's still so little that cats that age aren't like running around and doing, a lot at that point anyway. The good news is this baby was very eager to eat, but was very, very weak. I know that Jamie took her home overnight, but I have not heard one way or the other as to how that's going. So we'll try to keep you guys in the loop on that. I'm not sure as far as the care going forward. So this is Dryden. You gonna let me walk by you without being mad? I promise I'm gonna keep walking. I'll keep walking. Hi, handsome. I told you I'm gonna keep walking. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, if you want to give me that kind of close-up, that's excellent. All right, I'm going. Do you guys see why there's chicken wire here? Because there's biscuits on one side and a Dryden on this side. You're so handsome, though. I know. You're just so handsome and fierce. When he cocks his head, he's gonna smack. Good old operant cats. You learn so much about them. Here's a biscuit. Hi, Nabisco. Hi, handsome. You look sleepy. You look sleepy. So we will wait and see as far as the new little baby. Thank you so much for all of your donations, whether it's been here on lives or on any of our posts on Facebook, especially about the rehab program. I've been a rehabber for a couple of years now, and this is the fullest house I've ever seen us have. Not only having so many, but having so many with so many issues. You guys know that we unfortunately did lose 3 very young babies to the Khaleesi virus, which a lot of people in our area was like never even seen a real case of that. Oh, that's Nikki. What do you think she's saying, buddy? That it's extremely hot. Our humidity is so rough right now that like at 7 a.m. this morning it already felt like it was in the 90s. Like there's been no relief. You know, you look deeply like contemplating something. Deep in thought about something. I never get to see him when he's just wants to lay and be calm, so I'm pretty excited about this. Been a while. It's been a while. I do know that Dr. Justin came out and did do a round of like visuals last night, so I know he looked specifically at cats like Nikita and Aria and a few others, so I don't know the outcome of any of that. A lot of times it's just reassessing the medications they're currently on, whether we need to up it or lower it or change it. So I haven't heard much out of that at this point. That's about the silliest grooming technique I've seen. He doesn't like bend his paw. You're so stinking cute. Let's see. In other news, we handed out a watermelon yesterday to Kali Tiger when she was out on vacation. We took the day we kept her in her roof section. We went in and mowed and weed whacked and checked everything because it was starting to be very jungly out there. And at least the water has stopped for now. And so we figured, well, since we had it open, let's toss a watermelon in there. I did go live on Instagram for that, and she very much just ignored it. I think she touched it like once. This morning it looks like it's been moved a little bit further away, but is not in pieces at this point. So you guys might be able to keep watching her on that. I don't know if she'll play with it or not, but I don't think we've ever given her a watermelon in that much space, so I think she's like, you know, I don't really have to do that. I don't need to play with that. I've got all these other things to lounge on and play with. Let's see where Flint is. And let's see. Sorry, buddy. I swear I'm just walking by. I have no other way to walk. Oh, Flint. Hey. Oh, he just went in that den. Flintster, don't make me walk back through the gauntlet. He's over there now. Oh, shoot. All right, I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm going. Hey, you. Hey, you. Hi, cutie. Hi, cutie pie. What are you doing? You having a good day? You having a good day? So Kali has 2 more weeks out on vacation. And Chaos, Caracal, has been out on vacation for 2 weeks. My understanding is the plan is that today we will be moving Chaos home and Cyrus will go out. He's like, thanks for the memories, bye. I don't know if I'll go live for that because truthfully, I don't think Chaos is just naturally going to want to come home. So it'll be like how it was when she went out. Like all you watched was everybody putting the tunnels together and then we all had to leave because she wouldn't go. So my guess is coming home is going to be fairly the same. And Cyrus, it'll take him no time. He's the closest cat to Funcation, so it's not going to be a very far journey for him, but keep your eyes peeled that it will be the swapping caracals today. At least that's the plan. Here's Nikki again. So that'll be exciting. Cyrus does pretty good in vacation, and I know you guys don't get to see him on any of like the Verkada cameras or anything like that, so he'll be out in Funcation. So let's see if Small Girl's around. And then we'll walk by Gilligan, and then we'll go by, I think we'll end with Frankie, because he'll have been like the last Bobcat we haven't at least seen this week. Didn't get to fit them all in the same live. Where's Small Girl? Where's the lady? There she is. Hi, honey. Hi, sweetness. Oh, okay. She gets so offended when she sees me move out of the way. So offended, I know. You're purring up a storm. And she repositioned. You are such a stinker. I actually saw in my Facebook memories that I made a post with a picture of Smalls like basically exactly like this, and was like, so this is a new thing. And it was like 4 years ago is when she started presenting her little rear. It was only, what, 2-3 months ago? It was the first time she finally marked me. And it was live on Facebook. So you just never know. That's something that I really like to point out to people is, I mean, I've known this cat for over 5 years now, and she literally changed her behavior on me just a couple of months ago. So these are not pets. You think you know them, but you don't. Extremely unpredictable. See where she went. I had reassigned Smalls to other keepers for Operant 2, which was like the hardest thing ever to do, but I know they've been doing well with her because yesterday I did a final committee sign-off for a keeper on her operant conditioning, and I chose Smalls to be one of her final sign-off cats, and Smalls did incredible. You even did really good downs, didn't you? So our operant conditioning program, I'm on the operant committee, and so we give all the keepers their first sign-off and their final sign-offs and approve them to be able to do it on their own, and for each level, so small cats and big cats. And there are certain training cats, and then their final sign-off, Lauren and I always like to throw like a wild card at them, like, here, go work with Hutch, who's absolutely crazy. It's just so we can see how people react, and after all that practice, how they would handle a situation of a cat they've never worked with, because sometimes you get put in that position where you're like, hey, go give this cat a supplement, or this cat's on meds now for the first time ever, and you're like, oh boy, I've never never had to give that cat anything. So it's a nice little test. And she did really good. Both of them did good, the keeper and the cat. I don't have a clue what that little jump was about. Did something get your foot? She's gonna make me follow her. Thank you again to everybody answering questions. Really hope any of you that are brand new are are asking questions and appreciating that we try really, really hard to answer all of them. I usually don't, because I tend to only see one comment at a time, and I'm usually trying to not be smacked by a bobcat or something along those lines, or peed on, so I am not always paying attention, but I'm so glad you guys are all here. Are you chasing? My goodness. It's like we're racing. I wish I knew where we were racing to. I gotta bring you your spice bag later. We were hoping to hand out a couple more watermelons today, but I don't know with all of the things happening in rehab if we will in fact have time for that. We will get to them, I swear. We've still got summer left. Right. All right, sweetheart. We're gonna go see your neighbors. Purrin', purrin', purrin'. Love you, sweet girl. You gotta show everybody those gorgeous eyes. I think she's looking at a squirrel or a bird. All right, love. See you later. Oh no, she's looking at something up in this tree. She's like, okay, bye. Oh, there's a Gilligan. Hi, Gil. Where are you going? Can I go wherever you're going? He's like, nope, not unless you're gonna run. Handsome man on his morning walk. Gonna mark his ball. That ball is mine. I wasn't gonna take the ball. You wanna walk with us over to see Frankie? Are you gonna whoo? He's like, okay, I'll go see Frankie. His air conditioner is back here. Around the corner is where Frankie Bobcat lives. Hi, Frankie. You watching for Gilligan? Hi, cute, huh? Look at that cute boy. Whoa. I think Frankie's like the most talkative bobcat to me. He likes to chirp. You're a chirper. You're a chirper. Ooh. What is in that tree that you and Smalls are both really into? Ooh. 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 I don't want that. Aren't they basically the same cat? Smalls and Frankie are like identical boy-girl twins, only he's more red. She's more blonde. I love that about you guys and your tails. Bobcat tails are the best. Pretty much everything about bobcats are the best. So do you guys remember we did a float.org campaign a handful of months ago? And we had a tiger featured. Well, they've reached back out to me and they want to do one closer to the holidays in November. So we kind of talked about it yesterday in the staff meeting. We don't obviously want to take away sales from our own store, but we know how much that organization helps so many other nonprofits. And we know that you all really liked the shirt and the design, so we're gonna go for it. And I think this time around, I want the message and the image to be more about the small cats, because small cats deserve to be free. They deserve to have their stories told. Right, Frankie? And you know me, I'm thinking bobcats. So we'll let you know how that pans out. This is all Frankie's enclosure here. You gonna hang on your Coolaroo? That's been a new weird thing that you've been doing. Yeah, never seen you on your Coolaroo before. He's been on his Coolaroo and he's been hanging out a lot on the platform, which is interesting for him. Cutest boy. Cutest boy. Did we lose our Gilligan? He probably walked over here and immediately walked back. This is the other half of Gilligan's enclosure. Gilly! Woo! Woo! I had a bird answer me, but not Gilligan. All right, cutie pie. I think we're gonna call it a day. Unfortunately, I can't actually dictate sizes or colors that they choose. Like, they pretty much run the whole campaign like themselves. So it's amazing because it takes all the pressure off of me. They do all the orders and the shipping and the customer service and all of that. So I can definitely suggest it, but I unfortunately don't have any control over that. I actually got a shirt, which I love and it fits awesome. And then I also got a tank, and for me it was a little too snug. So I was like, well, guess I need to lose some weight because I love it and I want to wear it. So it just tried to motivate me. It's wearable, I just didn't love the way it looked. All right, let's pop back over, try to get one more little view of Mr. Gilligan. And then we will call it a day. If we hand out anything later, you might see us on Facebook or Instagram. Hi! Hi, Bob. Show everyone your cute little nubbins. Look at that cute little nubbins. This is a safety entrance that I'm looking through. That's why there's like multiple layers of wire. Almost totally got all his fur back on his little butt. And if we have anything going on with the rehabs or any kind of hospital visits or anything, we'll also try to keep you filled in on that as well. So thank you so much to everybody who donated today and everybody who donated on the fundraiser yesterday for all the rehab madness. And I really appreciate you guys in the comments. One little who goodbye. He'll do it as soon as I shut this down. Or as soon as I'm walking away. All right, guys. Well, if you missed any part of this, oh, there went a lizard. You can rewatch this one along with like hundreds. Like I'm almost in the thousands of how many lives I've done. And you can find all of those at dailybigcat.com. There's Q&A with Brittany playlists. There's my home tour playlist. So if you aren't sick of me, you can go find tons of stuff to watch and listen to. And I would greatly appreciate it. Anytime you guys like or comment or share any of that, it helps us reach new people, helps us move up in the ranks of YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. So it alerts people that we're doing something people are interested in. And then we can raise more awareness for these cats and more money for these cats. So thank you guys so much. Have a great week. It's pending whether I have a tour on Sunday. I'm hoping that I have one with an actual guide, and weather permitting, we'll do that. If not, I'll try to do another walkabout for you guys. So I will see you then. Take care, everybody.